Hi, welcome to WGLH-TV Gahanna. I'm Dan Sherman.
I'm Kristen Hampton.
And I'm Dave Fox with sports.
I can't believe.
Let me help you, Kristen. What are you trying to say?
I was going over the program before today's broadcast, and I saw that we have some footage from this fall's TV class.
You mean it's been a year since we auditioned?
Yes, remember how excited we were?
And frightened.
You were frightened. I was cool.
You were about as cool as someone going in for their first bypass.
Well, anyway, we had someone to cover the cool, the excited, and the frightened. Here's 10.
It's the beginning of the second semester, and the Gahanna Lincoln High School broadcasting class is holding auditions for next year's class. Before the students can audition, they must fill out an application. In this application, the student must have recommendations from 3 of his or her teachers. They must also be willing to, upon request, give time after school, weekends, and even their lunch period. It is also a good idea for the student to have a driver's license and a car. When the students audition, they must read cold a 2 to 3 minute news article in front of a camera. It must, of course, be read aloud with confidence, just like an anchor on a newscast. All this fuss over applications and auditions is for a good reason: to ensure that the broadcasting class has the finest of students, therefore creating a smoothly run class, a constant learned situation, and an outstanding half-hour production each week. This has been Tim Lakin for WGLH-TV. Now back to the studio.
Those are really good auditions. It's going to be interesting to see if they can produce as well as we can.
Now, aren't we modest?
Just joking. But speaking of good, Mrs. Geiser, the teacher of the TV class, also teaches the debate squad here at Gahanna, and they're really good. Here's Eric Bruno to introduce them to us.
On January 30th, the Gahanna Lincoln debate team traveled to Findlay High School in Findlay, Ohio for district competition. Here we see Leah Redmond and Skip Evans during a cross-examination period of debate. The team, representing 4 different categories of speech, will represent Gahanna at the state competition at Cincinnati Princeton High School on February 27th and 28th. Here, Katie Luce is doing her extemporaneous speech on a foreign topic. Joe Clough, also a qualifier in foreign extemporaneous speaking, is seen during practice. Dawn Willis qualified with her prose and poetry reading of Dr. Seuss and Hans Christian Andersen. Brian Shelton won districts and qualified with his original oratory on The Good Old Days. And lastly, we will see Kristen Hampton and Steve Fox, debaters, in another cross-exam period. Good luck to the debaters on their quest for the state. This has been Eric Bruno reporting, and now back to the studio.
We seem to be overworking the word good, but our next story is about some really first-rate students. This is a clip you will enjoy, Dan. Here's Dave to tell us more about the basketball cheerleaders.
We're the mighty lions! Now can't you see? We're paving our way through the FCC. Gahanna Lions are at the top. We're gonna rock the Cardinals till they drop. Get ready to go. Get off your feet while the Lions hand you a sweet defeat. Hello? Ready? Hey. We're the Lions! Ready to fight! We welcome you to this game tonight. We come to you from the other side. We're the mighty Lions from Lincoln High. Our winning spirit has been foretold. Good luck to you from
Boy, you were right, Kristen. I really enjoyed that footage. You could have added good looking to your introduction.
Relax, Dan. The students we are going to meet now are not only good, they are superior. You see, all 3 applied to the universities of their choice and were accepted. Then they applied through the Scholarship and Financial Aid Office at the university. I went to talk to one out of the 3 scholarship winners, Lissa Reynolds. The other 2 was Lisa Tabiri, received from Ohio Dominican, and Michelle Chilchot also received a scholarship from Ohio State. The word scholarship is more than a special gift of money or other aid as by a foundation to help continue his studies, as Webster's dictionary states. It means students' goals can be reached and therefore their life will be fulfilling. A scholarship is awarded to a student who has been recognized for either outstanding academic achievement or athletic skills. We are now watching Lissa Reynolds, a senior here at Gahanna, discuss her future with one of the counselors, Mr. Jerry Phillips. She has just received a scholarship to Marquette as a physical therapy major and should certainly be recognized as an excellent student with a brilliant future. This has been Kristen reporting.
Wow, did you get a scholarship, Kristen?
Well, I haven't heard yet, but maybe I will. With tuition at the level it is, students need all the financial help they can get. It really helps if you have a major in science. There seems to be more money available to the science majors.
Is that right? Well, maybe I should get involved with Science Energy. They had a very interesting program here at the school on Saturday. Let's take a look.
Excuse me, Mr. Bland.
Yes?
I thought you might be interested in coming over to my home and seeing my bilge pump collection. It's one of the finest in the world.
Yes. I remember getting my first bilge pump. Must have been about, 10 or so. And my old man, he says to me, he says,
Son, I think you're ready for this.
What do you say?
oh, thanks all the same, but I've kind of outgrown bilge pumps. I much prefer natural gas these days.
Ah, natural gas. Must be code name for secret operation.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Bland, please tell us more.
Well, you see, natural gas is only the cleanest fossil fuel in the world.
Ah, clean. Must be code name for laundering money for COVID wars.
This bank accounts.
Don't know much about these Swiss bank accounts. I much prefer to do my banking just around the corner at the First National. And you know those automatic teller machines? You just stick the card in and whoosh, out comes the money.
Just pretty much this clean fossil fuel.
Well, you see, natural gas is about 90% methane, about 2 to 5% ethane, about 1 to 2% propane, with small amounts of butane, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. Now, when the gas is first pumped out of the ground, it doesn't have a smell of its own, so a chemical is added to give it a smell.
Give it the smell?
Of course. Code name for CIA stink bomb operation 2 years ago.
Oh, I tell you, natural gas is a wonderful thing. It can be used for, heating and cooking and about 1 million other things.
Oh, Mr. Bland, do tell us more.
Yes, let's go talk in private.
Do you think they were really Russian?
Well, as I was saying, natural gas is formed from a process that takes hundreds of thousands of years, where plant and animal matter that has decayed forms into tiny bubbles of odorless, colorless gas. Did I say something wrong?
Why don't you keep talking and find out?
Oh, I get it. This is like 20 questions, right? I try to answer the questions until I get one right, and then you let me go, right?
Wrong.
If we let you go, it will be to shoot you, Mr. James Bond.
This is Rich Richkowski. What you have just seen was a portion of a skit performed by the drama class at Gahanna Saturday, January 31st at Energy Education Day workshops at Gahanna Lincoln. Students from CSG, the Southwestern School District, Groveport, and Worthington also took part in the day's activities. National Energy Education Day was started in the spring of 1980 by a congressional resolution. Then, former President Jimmy Carter declared the third Friday in March as National Energy Education Day. The program was started by Jerry Katz, who was then a high school physics teacher in New York and now lives in Washington, D.C. Katz was on hand Saturday, and he is who you see in the background. NEED is part of a 10-year program that runs from 1980 through 1990 that is trying to get energy education into schools. Workshop days such as the one held at Gahanna help to develop participant kits that have energy-related activities as well as other energy-enriched curricula. Currently, Bill Yost, a teacher at Gahanna, is trying to increase Ohio's participation in National Energy Education Days. Saturday's program was just one step in the process. Some of the activities from the workshop are aimed at helping teachers of students from kindergarten through 12th grade to blend energy education into their lessons. Yost said that energy-related material could be used in almost every class, from home ec to computers, and from English to algebra. Because the resolution that denotes the third Friday in March as National Energy Education Day has to be passed annually, much effort is put into getting at least 216 congressional representatives to support the resolution. Yost is Ohio's legislative liaison, which puts him in charge of writing to all of the congressmen from Ohio. He has held this position for the 3 years Ohio has been involved in the program. But what is the importance of energy education? Yost said that he is involved because of the rising energy cost and because eventually today's resources will run out. He said that he remembers when gas prices were 25 cents a gallon in 1972, and added that although gas is relatively cheap right now, between 70 and 80 cents a gallon, once the war between Iran and Iraq is over and OPEC is again unified, prices will go back up. He predicts that by 1992, gas may be as much as $1.50 to $2 a gallon. Therefore, it is essential that people still know and are doing something about conservation as well as finding alternative resources. The National Energy Education Days may be a step in the right direction.
There are really so many things you can get involved in here at school. I read where they're taking applications for the school paper, The Lion's Roar, the yearbook, there's also the stage management class, and the advanced drama theater, and many, many more.
And scheduling has already begun. I guess it's not too late to pick up a class if you're really interested in it. You were mentioning all the things that you can get involved in here at school. Well, you know, our community really gets involved in things too. Now this.
When a community comes together, it is a certain time to remember, and that is why this production was designed. As you can see, we're in Gahanna Lincoln High's auditorium with an anxious crowd looking towards the stage on this Sunday, February 8th. The people in the crowd could be anyone since this program is open to the public. What is this program? The local music boosters decided to sponsor a concert involving the high school's a cappella choir with its 72 members and local churches, including Gahanna Baptist, Gahanna Shepherd of the Nazarene, Good Samaritan, Peace Lutheran, and Stony Brook. The entire concert was led by the director of a cappella choir, Mr. Stewart. It looks like they are going to begin, so let's take a peek. This has been Kristen reporting for WGLH. It's interesting that you mentioned community involvement, Dan. This next story shows us how community involvement meant new uniforms for the GLHS marching band. Eric will tell us more about it.
Will there be a new look for the Marching Lions in '87? According to band booster president Marvin Tyson, the answer is yes. The Golden Lions Marching Band, 170 members strong, will be sporting new uniforms next fall. This is the first time in 31 years that the style of the uniform will be different. The Gahanna Jefferson School Board has agreed to pay $53,000 to outfit the 170-member band. The band boosters will pay the school board $10,000 a year until the balance has been paid off. The band members are participating in a fundraising project with area businesses. Businesses can pledge a minimum of $10 or $265, which is the cost of one uniform. According to Mr. Jeff Shellhammer, band director at Gahanna Lincoln, the Gahanna businesses have already raised $13,250, or the equivalent of 50 uniforms. Some Gahanna businesses have bought more than one uniform. Thanks to the Gahanna business community, they are once more stepping forward to support our educational programs. And good luck to those hard-working members of the Gahanna Music Boosters. We will all be looking forward to the Pride of the Lions, Gahanna Lincoln Marching Band, when they take the field next fall at our opening football game. This has been Eric Bruno reporting. Now back to the studio.
You know, Kristen, I get tired of watching those band members march. They sure have a lot of energy.
You want to see energy, Dan? You really want to see energy? Go down and watch the ladies in the cafeteria. No, better yet, watch this clip.
Two individuals who could possibly shed some light on the cafeteria nutrition question are Donna Davis and Joanna Cunningham. Mrs. Davis is currently working the 2-week shift at the pizza line. This line serves just pizza and pop to the students. Mrs. Davis, how do you feel, or how many students do you have go through your line in a single day?
Approximately 80 to 110, maybe 125 on a good day, you know, busy day.
So that's students. How many pizzas would you sell? Do you have an estimate on that?
160.
Okay. I know that the line is a fairly recently new endeavor. When did it start?
A year ago in January.
And that was just so students can get pizza and pop faster?
Right.
Okay. And Mrs. Cunningham, I understand that you're right now working the 2-week shift in the cafeteria, which offers a wider selection of food for the students. How many students go through a single line in a day?
Goodness, what, 200, 250 through that line? I would imagine, at least. And on a bad day, a lot more, of course. I would say at least 250 go through there.
And what kind of food do you see the students selecting, since they have a wider selection?
A variety.
Are students selecting the salads?
Yes, salads, a la carte sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, plate lunch.
So some aren't eating nutritionally, you believe?
Oh, sure.
Okay, thank you for your time. I'll let you get back to work. Thanks.
The students at the elementary must be eating the same food because, boy, do they have energy. Let's watch this.
Watching the little kids, don't you, Dan?
Look who's calling you little.
I know I'm short, but little kids make me feel tall. Besides, you're no Wilt Chamberlain yourself, you know. Dave, I heard there was really spectacular wrestling meet against UA. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, Kristen, first of all, let me tell you about the varsity wrestling team. They placed fourth in the All-North tournament this week, and the freshmen placed sixth in the Lancaster tournament. And this week, Roslyn White did have a chance to go to the Upper Arlington Gahanna match and see this.
Gahanna has many outstanding athletes in their athletic program. There was Heidi Smith for girls basketball, Carl Coles for track, and Doug Hicks, the all-around athlete. But now, the spotlight is on Matt Everts, a senior and co-captain of Gahanna varsity wrestling team. Matt has been wrestling for 6 years now. He practices with the team and shows great leadership. But off the mat, he is even more of a leader. With younger wrestlers, he shows them new moves to make them even better. During off-season, Matt lifts weights and plays football. Although he plays football, he prefers wrestling as his #1 priority. His statistics show his hard work and dedication. Matt's record is 12-0 and recently was rewarded the most valuable wrestler at the Licking Heights tournament. He received this award by winning 4 matches. He is #1 in the district in the weight class of 175. When talking with Matt, he said his goal for this year would be state champ. Coach Cruzy said he does have a very good chance. Matt will be attending Kent State in the fall with a wrestling scholarship. At the end of my interview, I asked Matt if he had any advice for underclassmen that aren't so sure about high school goals. He quoted, "Live your high school years to the fullest, even if you haven't decided on college, because you can never come back and change what you wish you had done before." This has been Robin White reporting.
Both the boys and girls swimming team killed Pickerington this week. The girls winning 43-33 and the boys winning 46-23. In boys basketball, the boys beat Groveport 44-35 and wiped up Whitehall 78-52. The reserve team, however, lost to Groveport 43-41 but beat Whitehall 49-37. The freshman team narrowly beat Worthington Red in overtime 40-34 and also beat Chillicothe 34-20. This week, Groveport suffered a lot of loss to the hands of the basketball Lions. Not only did the boys beat Groveport, but the girls did too. The varsity team beating Groveport 58-44 and the reserve team beating Groveport 33-30. The freshman team slaughtered Pickerington 38 but lost to Chillicothe 21-18. And that's it for sports this week, Dan.
That was fantastic, Dave. You know, Kristen, I'm not the only one that WGLH-TV is going to lose upon graduation. We're losing Dave, too.
Now that really is a loss. Well, only kidding, Dan. But I'm certain that just as the little kids make me feel taller, the new people coming into the TV class are going to make us all feel a little smaller.
Now, wait a minute.
Only kidding, guys. Only kidding. You are both the greatest.
That's better. This has been the great Dan Sherman.
The stupendous David Fox.
And the great Kristen Hampton. And the great station WGLH says goodbye.
Hi, I'm Charlie Einhorn with Downtown Alive, and I've got some art bits for you. The Greater Columbus Arts Council is conducting a series of public forums between February and June on various topics affecting the arts in our community, and this is to be used in developing a comprehensive cultural plan for the city. The 10th Biennial Art Exhibition of the Liturgical Art Guild of Ohio runs through April the 5th at Capital University Schumacher Gallery in Bexley. 150 pieces by 108 artists from 13 states are represented, including 30 pieces by 25 high school students. The Fort Hays Career Center for Visual Arts and their teacher Ken Valimaki represent the largest group with 13 entries accepted. For more information, call 268-9659. Karen Fling, an illustrator with Merrill Publishing Company and whose work has also appeared in Women's Voice magazine, exhibits drawings and watercolors at Benchworks Gallery at 2563 North High Street, a little bit north of the OSU campus. The exhibit runs through April the 4th. For more information, call 263-2111. Art Bits is a regular feature of Downtown Alive newspaper. If you've got an art bit, call 221-1106.
To recognize oneself and others to make others oneself.